Welcome in understanding the basics of inequalities. So today we're going to look at what is an equation and what is an inequality. If you look at an equation, you can see it has an equal sign. But when we talk about an inequality, it means that it has a sign which is either less than or greater than. So we call this an inequality. So to understand an inequality in real life, we ask ourselves which is greater and how do we read these inequality signs. So if we look at the one on the left hand side, it says x is greater than 5, and the one on the right hand side represents x is less than 5. So let's go on to understand it a little better. If you have to remember a crocodile will always want to eat more. So wherever the crocodile's mouth is opening, this number that it's opening towards always has the bigger value. So we always say that this is our greater than sign. And the opposite will be the less than sign. So where it's closed is the smaller value and where it's open is the bigger value. So let's quickly put an example here. We can say 3 is less than 7 and 7 is greater than 3. So what are the inequality symbols? We have greater than and equal to. The equal to is the half of the equal sign. Then we have less than and equal to. Then we have the less than sign and then the greater than sign. So all these are inequality symbols. Remember, mathematics is made up of symbols. How do we graph inequalities on a number line? For example, if you have to have x less than 5, always go to the number 5, start at 5 and ask yourself, is it going to go to the left or is it going to go to the right? And if it is less than, then we know it's going to go to the left. So it will have an open circle going to the left. Let's look at another example. This tells us x is less than and equal to 5. So in this case, we have the closed circle and less than going to the left. The next example, x is greater than 5. As usual, go to 5. And now that it's greater, you're going to go to the right-hand side. The next example, we know we're going to start at 5. It's going to be closed because we have the equal sign, and greater than goes towards the right-hand side. So now, if we have to write the inequality, how do we write the inequality? Remember, it's either the number will go in the center, less than or greater than. So let's begin. With the open sign, open circle, we only have the less than and when we have the equal to, it's always going to be the closed circle. So let's try a few examples. So in this example, we know that it's going to be closed, so it has to have the equal sign. And it says x is less than and equal to 9. So always go to the number itself, which is 9. And that is the number Above that number, you would either have the open sign or the open circle or the closed circle. In this case, because it is the equal, it will be closed and going towards the left because it is less than. The next example, a is greater than and equal to -5. Go to -5. Greater than means you're going to go to the right. It's going to be a closed circle because it is equal to. Our next example, you can guess, k is less than 3. So go to 3, your arrow goes towards the left because it is less than. Our next example, m is greater than -6. So look for -6. So in the next few examples, you can practice, pause the video and see if you are able to get it correct. So quickly, to summarize, sorry, I just need to erase this. Right, to summarize, less than is always to your left, greater than is always to your right. The open circle shows less than or greater than. A closed circle is always represented by the equal sign as well. So you can pause the video and check if your practice is correct. Try again. X is greater than 2. X is less than and equal to 2. And X is greater than and equal to 2. So this has to be a closed circle. Because we have the equal sign, it must always be the closed circle. Remember, maths is all about practicing. The more you practice, the more you learn, and the easier it becomes to understand. I hope this helps you to understand inequalities a little better. Take care.